In part 1, we used decomposition to break down our task into 3 functions. But we did not define the function, we just described it. And you know we're describing it because we use comments, and comments are the ones with hashtags. They are not codes, they are just descriptions. So the next thing we want to do is give our functions a name. A good name describes what the function is, right? For example, the first function there says function to get a list of numbers from users. So what do you think we should call it? Get numbers. Is that not easy? Since you're getting a list of numbers, let's call it get numbers. And we won't put anything in the bracket because we're getting it from users, and the users are not virtual, the users are physical. So that bracket will not be taking any argument. So next, calculate sum, because the description says function to calculate the sum of numbers. Now, are we calculating the sum of users or numbers? No, users is numbers, which is why numbers is in the bracket. But the numbers are virtual, so we can put them there. They are in the computer, unlike the users are not in the computer. The users are in the real world. All right. Next, display result. Right, and we'll put sum there because after we are done calculating the sum, right, we will create a variable called sum that will store our answer from the second function, and then we will put it in the last function, and that will display it. So these are the names we'll give to our functions: get number, calculate sum, display result. Let's go to number 2. So can you guess what function we'll call get numbers as well? What about the next one? It should be find maximum or calculate. No, we're not calculating, we will find it. Find maximum. Then numbers is in the bracket. The first one, nothing in the bracket because you're getting it from users, and users are not virtual. They are real in the real world. All right, the last one, display result. And you're displaying the result of what? The maximum. When you find this maximum here, you store the number that is the maximum in a variable or in a word called maximum. And then you put it here. So you're saying, please, this function, display the result you got that you named maximum, and it will display it. Get numbers again, calculate average, and numbers in the bracket. This is too easy. And the last one says display result. And what will be in the bracket of result? Average. So easy. Now I created this last question. You want to calculate the age of user. First function says get what? Date, and there'll be no word in the bracket because you're getting it from users. Or get date of birth. If you want to be more descriptive. The next one, calculate age. Then you put the date there, right? And this date is a variable that you create in the first this date is a variable you create in the first function. We've not created it yet. To store whatever input the user gives, will store it in this variable called date, and then we'll put it in here and use it to calculate the date. And lastly, what do you think this will be? Display result. And what will be in the result? Age. So that's that. That's how to break down tasks by decomposition and then creating functions. Right now, all we have is the function name and the arguments in the function. We have not told the function what to do, we've just given it a name. So in our next video, we will explain how to give these functions what to do. And we will be stepping into algorithmic thinking in the next video, because in order to tell a function what to do, you have to think algorithmically, because that's how functions understand, and that's how the computer understands.